after the investigation into the case, the next step is either law enforcement is either going to drop the charges against you, they're going to take some type of action, but typically let's go through the course of action where there's going to be some type of criminal charges. The case will either be founded or unfounded. In this case, let's assume it's been founded, that there's been probable cause. They'll talk to the JAG, and eventually they'll prefer charges. That's not here, preferral of charges. Preferral of charges is really similar to like an indictment or actually being formally charged. That's just the name for it. And what's going to happen is if your service member, you're going to probably be called in, you're going to be read the charges. Now, you're going to have to sign for them, but signing for them doesn't mean you agree with them. It doesn't mean that you disagree with them. It just means that you're acknowledging that you received the charges. Once you receive it, you typically get assigned a military defense counsel from the TDS office, from the ADC's office, or the DSO, and that's when discovery starts. They're going to get a copy of the charge sheet. They're going to get a copy of some of the evidence, although not all of it. And that's where we can really look at what the government has, what the evidence is against you, and start building your case. And if they didn't have civilian counsel by then, it's also the time that they can start working on bringing on civilian counsel if they need to, or if they feel it's warranted in that case. But during the preferral of charges, that's the step where we finally get some of the evidence from the government. Again, we don't get all of it, and we can really start building the case. The next step from there is they're going to set what's called an Article 32 hearing. I know everyone talks about the 32, but the Article 32 is essentially a preliminary hearing. It has similarities to a grand jury in civilian court, but at that preliminary hearing, no case whatsoever can proceed to a general court-martial without an Article 32 hearing. So let's talk about what an Article 32 hearing is and what an Article 32 hearing isn't.